Any reason why you're filming the police station?
Yeah, there is a reason, yeah.
What is the reason?
Can you please identify yourself first?
Sorry?
Can you please identify yourself first?
I'm Sergeant Mark Coates.
Sergeant Mark. And shoulder number?
Shoulder number's there.
5377.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm independent journalist. I'm gathering footage for a story.
You're an independent journalist?
Yes.
Have you got a press pass?
I'm independent. So.
Okay, you don't work for anyone then?
So do you know what independent is?
Are you working for a particular company?
No, I'm independent. I work for myself.
So what is the purpose of filming today?
Just gathering some footage for a story, sir.
What's the story?
I cannot tell. I'm still working on it, so I cannot say.
But what is the reason that you're filming? Because this is a secure police building.
Yeah.
We also have to ask questions why people are filming.
Yeah, and I told you.
You said it's for a story, but you haven't told what the story's about.
But I don't have to tell you about the stories, but I'm still working on it, right? So it's not finished. If it's finished, when I publish it, you'll see what the story is. But I'm still working on it, so I don't want to compromise my story.
You're not going to compromise the story, because I'm not. From my point of view, I just need to be happy you're here for the right reasons. Yeah. Because police officers and police buildings are potential targets.
From the moment the sergeant walks out, it's clear he's not here to assess facts. He's here to satisfy himself. He presses the auditor, instantly asking what his story is about. And when he doesn't get the answer he wants, he comes out with this gem. I need to be happy you're here for the right reasons. That's not policing the law. That's policing his feelings. He tries to prop up this personal comfort test by claiming police buildings are potential targets. But that's a catch-all excuse with no evidential weight. Almost anything could be called a potential target if you stretch the logic far enough. The problem is the law doesn't give officers the power to act on personal unease. It requires reasonable suspicion based on facts. Here there were none. Just a sergeant who didn't feel happy with what was happening.
So I have to be happy, the reason why you're here.
So how can I make you happy?
By telling me what the idea is your story is about.
I cannot tell you about the story. I'm just gathering some footage, so I'm an independent journalist, and that's it really.
But you've got a story in mind.
Yeah, I do have a story in mind, yeah.
So I need to know what that story is about. Is it to do with what security like around the police building, what the coming and going to?
I cannot tell.
Because the route we're going to go down is you're going to be stopped and searched under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, whereby we will seize your phone, we'll look at your phone and say...
It's going to seize my phone?
We can seize your phone if we feel we have to.
What grounds, sir?
Under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act.
But what grounds? What grounds?
Just telling you, let me explain.
Okay.
Under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, you can be stopped and detained and searched. And part of that search, we can look at your phone and we can see what photographs you've got.
Yeah, but
don't turn your phone off.
No, I'm not turning my phone off.
Turn your phone off, we will see.
No, I'm not turning your phone off.
Right, so that's the route we can go down. I'm not saying we will go down that route, but at the moment, I'm not satisfied. The reason why you're filming here, you've told me it's for a story.
Yeah, I'm an independent journalist.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me what the story's about.
But
do not turn your phone off.
No, I'm not turning it off. I don't want...
I'm going to seize your phone now. Do not turn your phone off.
No, I'm not turning it off. I don't want... No.
I'm going to seize your phone now.
I'm not turning...
I'm going to seize your phone at the moment on Section 43 of the Terrorism Act because you seem to be trying to turn it off.
No, just because I couldn't hold it. Please keep recording.
When the sergeant can't find out what his story is about, he threatens to go down the route of Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. That's a power reserved for when an officer has reasonable suspicion someone is involved in terrorism. Here, there's no evidence, no intel, nothing to meet that threshold. Just a sergeant trying to use one of the most serious search powers in UK law as leverage. Then, without even detaining the auditor, he grabs and snatches the phone straight from his hand, claiming he thought it was being turned off. At that moment, he had no legal authority to seize it. No arrest, no search in progress, no warrant. Under UK law, taking someone's property without lawful power is not just wrong, it's unlawful. This is a perfect example of how police powers get twisted. First, use persistence to try and get what you want. Then, threaten legislation you can't justify. And when that still doesn't work, just take what you want anyway.
Have you got any ID, sir?
So, have I committed a crime?
Well, that's right. We'll go down the route then. You're now detained under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. You're going to be stopped and searched. Part of that, I need your details so I can check to see who you are, and we have the power.
But you're abusing. Okay. So if I don't give you my name, are you going to arrest me?
I'm not saying I'm going to arrest you. I'm saying you'll be detained. I've asked you the reason why you're filming.
Yeah.
You've told me for a story.
Yeah. I'm independent journalist.
Which is fine. I understand that. But you can't tell me the story. So
I cannot tell you the story, right? Because I'm working on it. It's not finished yet, sir.
But you must have the concept.
Yeah, I'm just walking around and film in the city of London.
And you're filming a police station.
Yeah, why not? I'm staying on a public. Right, this is a public payment.
Yeah.
So you took my phone right?
I've took your phone because I think you were trying to...
No, I don't want to. I just want to be filmed because I want to make sure what I'm doing is right. I'm not hiding. I want to keep filming. I don't want to stop filming. Please film me. Can I have? So you seize my phone, and I'm not happy with seizing my phone.
We haven't seized it. We've taken it off you.
Well, we take it, but it's not in me. It's not in me. No, I don't want to turn it off. I want to continue filming. Can I have my phone and continue filming, sir?
At the moment, you're detained under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. Part of that is we are going to examine your phone for photographs you've been taken today, and power to do that. It's under Section 43. And also, I need to do some name checks on you, so I need some of your ID.
When the auditor pushes back, pointing out that his phone's already been seized and he wants to keep filming in public, the sergeant tries to wriggle around it. We haven't seized it. We've taken it because we believed you were going to turn it off. That's a nonsensical distinction. The second you take possession of someone else's property against their will without legal authority, it's a seizure. Whether you call it that or not, dressing it up in softer language doesn't make it lawful. He then makes his real intention clear. They've detained the auditor under Section 43 so they can examine his phone for photos and videos, claiming that power comes from the same legislation. While Section 43 does allow an officer to search for evidence relating to terrorism, it only applies where the original detention is lawful. And here it's not. No terrorism suspicion was articulated. No reasonable grounds established. Just an officer fishing for a reason to go for a journalist's work.
Okay, so if I don't give you my name, are you going to arrest me?
Not particularly, but we will make some more inquiries. The quicker we get your ID, the quicker we can check.
So if it is a lawful order, I give him a lawful order to give my identity.
Under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, you are detained. As part of that, we have the power to look at your phone and also do some checks on you and to search you.
Okay, but so is it a lawful order?
It's an order. It's a
I
power.
give him a lawful order. So if you give me a lawful order to give you my name and date of birth, I'm gonna give it, but under the threat of arrest. If you don't give me
a threat of arrest.
So if it's not under the threat of arrest, I don't want to give it.
Under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, we need to do some checks on you. Right. Shall I explain why you've been detained then?
Explain, what are the grounds?
Because you are seen outside the police station filming. As we've passed you, you're holding your phone like this, so we can photograph yourself, but clearly filming the gate. Part of that gate is a security pad, so I don't know whether you're filming to see if officers are pressing that to get access to the building. This is a police building. You gave a reason you're an independent journalist and you're making a story. But you can't tell me the context of that story. You can't tell me why you're here.
I told you.
You haven't.
I told you, sir.
The sergeant's grounds for using Section 43 are some of the weakest you'll ever hear. First, he claims the auditor is filming himself with the station gate in the background. And because part of that gate has a security pad, he doesn't know if the auditor is capturing officers using it to get access. That's not reasonable suspicion. That's paranoia. The keypad is in public view. The camera isn't even aimed to capture its use. And there's no law against filming something visible from where you're legally allowed to stand. His second ground is even worse. That the auditor won't give him context for his story or explain why he's there. That's not an offense. That's a right. You don't need to justify your presence in public or hand over the details of your work just to avoid being treated like a suspect. Using someone's refusal to answer questions as a reason to search them isn't suspicion. It's punishment for not complying.
I'll ask you one question. If you don't want to answer, you don't have to. Have you got anything on you that can harm me or harm
I don't answer any questions.
I'm Sergeant Mark Coates. Warrant number 218.
Sergeant Mark Coates.
218186, attached to Southwark Police Station. You are
218186.
You are detained under Section 43.
I don't agree. I don't agree with any search procedure. I'm gonna file a civil claim against you because you're violating my rights. I'm staying on public property, peacefully exercising my rights to film in public. I've done nothing wrong.
I haven't seen you done anything.
What grounds do you have to believe I'm a terrorist?
I didn't say you were a terrorist.
So why are you using Section 43 of Terrorism Act if I'm not a terrorist?
Because you are filming outside a police station.
But you said I'm not a terrorist, sir.
I didn't say you were a terrorist. I said you're detained under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act.
So do you think I'm a terrorist?
I didn't say you were.
Why using Section 43? You have to have reasonable grounds to believe I'm a terrorist.
Because you're seen outside the police station filming a keypad and officers going in and out.
But that's not real ground.
But in this current role, obviously, a lot of police officers are targeted by people who wish to do us harm.
You don't have reasonable grounds, sir.
This is where the sergeant's entire case falls apart. When challenged on what grounds he has to believe the auditor is involved in terrorism, he flat out admits that's not his belief. That's a catastrophic mistake. Section 43 of the Terrorism Act can only be used when there's reasonable suspicion of terrorism. By saying that suspicion doesn't exist, he's just admitted there's no lawful basis for the detention. Instead of correcting course, he hides behind the legislation's name, repeating that the detention is under Section 43 without addressing the legal threshold it requires. It's a hollow recital, as if simply invoking the section number is enough to make it valid, when in reality, he's already destroyed the grounds it depends on.